This week's boiler tip, we're going to talk about wrenches. This is a pipe wrench. It's a very versatile tool. Should be pretty simple. Attach to object, turn to loosen or tighten, etc. But in some cases on a boiler, this can kind of be a problem. So let's look at this. When we've got a relief valve that's surrounded with insulation, either on the boiler pressure vessel or in this case the piping, it's difficult to get in there with a wide pipe wrench jaw. And a pipe wrench can also leave scar marks on the valve, which your inspector might not be very pleased with. So the best tool is a hex head pipe wrench, which lets us get in with a tighter clearance, avoid the insulation, and won't leave marks on the valve. When we've got a good sized valve, it can really be difficult to get these valves to turn sometimes. We might look at a pipe wrench and think that would be a good tool to use as a cheater, but the jaws of the wrench are going to score up that handle and not give us really the leverage that we want. So we want to use a valve wrench so we can easily hook onto that valve, gain the leverage that we need, and at the same time preserve the valve handle. We're going to talk about proper pipe wrench adjustment. The grip that I have on this cap looks like that should work, but it's actually going to give me an unstable and potentially hazardous grip. In addition, if I use a grip like that on a pipe nipple, I'm likely to egg or make the pipe nipple oval from the force on it. So we always want to use what we call a 3-point bite. We want the jaws engaged and this backside engaged. And what that's going to do is get us the most reliable and safe grip without risk of egg shaping the nipple. We're going to talk about backing up a wrench. It's really tempting when you've got a fitting that's stubborn to just grab a wrench and pull on it as hard as you can. Unfortunately, we've got other fittings on this piping system that we might loosen up, and then that would result in a leak later after we put it back together. So we want to use what we call a backup wrench, and that's simply another wrench facing the opposite direction on the same fitting. So instead of pulling and leaning back, I can push and pull at the same time, which is going to give me better force, and it's not going to wiggle while I'm pulling on it.